Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got the B2 Bomber fidget spinner from Stealth Fidget Spinners. You will have the link to their website in the description below. They were nice enough to send this over to me for testing. This is a $54 fidget spinner. Is it worth the $54? Stay tuned to find out. So here we have the B2 Bomber from Stealth Fidget Spinners, and this is all of the stuff that you get when you purchase it. You get a nice carry pouch here, which I actually think is pretty cool. I like this carry pouch. It's got their Stealth Bomber logo on it and zips up. Nice material. Pretty cool as an extra. They also give you another extra, which is a bearing remover, and these are always, if you have more than one fidget spinner, or even if you just have one, to be honest, it's always good to have one of these around. They do give you a card here that says get 20% off if you share a review on Reddit or YouTube or SpinSpace, so you can do that and get 20% off, which is actually pretty good because this particular spinner costs $54.99 on their website right now. The tin that's in it, that it's in, is a great tin. Looks really nice. They even put a choking hazard on the back of it, which a lot of other manufacturers don't do. I like that they're conscious, safety conscious that way. Inside is the B2 Stealth, or the B2 Bomber. This is an electroplated brass bar configured spinner. It's not obviously a tri-spinner. You've got your bar spinners here. And this one is very nicely weighted. It weighs in about 75 grams, and it does give some fairly smooth spins in a static position. I like it. I like the smooth spins on it. I love the weight on it. It's very, very nice. It's very pocketable, and it's also pretty quiet, which I'll test for you a little bit later. The thing I don't like about it, and you get it on most bar spinners, is the wobble. And the wobble on this one is exceptionally, it's just a lot more than other spinners that I've tested. Taking off the caps here, and the caps are not bad. I'm wondering if maybe it's just a cap problem that they can refine in a later revision. But the caps are nice. I like the way they feel. Sets you up for table spins. You've got your cap lock on here, which you see on a lot of spinners now, on that stainless steel R188 bearing that's in there. Other people reported getting a separate set of bearings. I did not. I just have this one that is pre-installed. So I'll remove this for you, show you how easy it is. And with the included tool, it makes it so much easier just to do so. Pop that out, and there is your R188 stainless bearing there. I've done reviews on other spinners with the R188s, and they've done pretty well. The overall electroplated brass that they have on this has a really nice design on it. I really do like the design, and again, the weight feels good. Once we screw this back in, we'll take a look at some of the other things that I do and do not like about the spinner. And while I'm screwing this back in, I can quote price. Price is a big thing. There are a lot of spinners out there. This one is $54.99, so it's a $55 spinner. Is it worth the $55? Well, you'll have to wait until the end of the video to see that. But it is a pretty hefty price tag, so you would expect some pretty high quality. And the build quality on it is not bad. Again, their logo is on the bottom there and the top of the spinner, but that wobble that they have, and I know all bar spinners have it, but this one just has a lot of wobble. If you want to, flip it over and do things with it that way, like I just did, you're going to want a tri-spinner. But even other bar spinners that I've tested did not have this much wobble, as you can see. Smooth action though. When it is spinning in a static position, it spins very nice, and it is pretty silent too, so that's a plus. And it's very small. It's only about the size of 2.5 quarters long, and it's less than a size of a quarter width. So very nice compact spinner that way. It almost stops. That's just how bad the wobble is. If you flip it 2 or 3 times, it literally almost stops momentum. And again, I know on bar spinners you're going to get some degree of wobble, but this surprised me that there was this much. Now, I don't know if I have a bad bearing or if the caps are just bad, but the wobble on this really, really bothers me. As far as table spins go, no problems there with the end caps. Very nice, easy to do. I like to do it. What I do want to do is do a spin time for you, and I'll speed this up so you guys can check it out. Two minutes and 19 seconds. That is fairly disappointing, especially on their website when they say that it is 4 to 5 minutes out of the box. So I said to myself, okay, let's take a $9.99 bar spinner that I got off eBay with the same R188 bearings in it. I got it for 10 bucks. Same type of bar spinner. There is a little bit of wobble to that, as there are on most bar spinners. But I wanted to put them together and do a time test for this $54 spinner versus a $10 spinner. So that's what we're going to do. If you take a look, what I'll do is I'll even spin the other one second, the B2 second. But let's take a look inside just to make sure that we do have R188 bearings, and you can see them in there. Of course, I took off the wrong side first, but you can see them in there. There are 188s. They're the same type of bearings that are used in the B2. So what I will do is I will spin the one from eBay first, and then I will spin the B2 after it, so that way you can even get a few seconds of time on the B2 before I start the clock. So your results are in. The $9.99 spinner from eBay got 4 minutes and 47 seconds. The B2 got 3 minutes and 34 seconds. So the $9 spinner, or $10 spinner I should say, beat it by 1 minute and 13 seconds. There's your test results on the $10 spinner versus the $54 spinner. So let's recap. That is the B2 Bomber from Stealth Fidget Spinners. Things I like about it. It's very well weighted. It has a nice design. The electroplated copper is very nice on it. The overall spins when they're static are pretty smooth and pretty quiet, actually. I didn't do a sound test on this particular one because it's about the same sound as most bar spinners that I've had. The wobble on it, unfortunately, is a lot more than what I was getting on other bar spinners, including that $9.99 spinner that I got off of eBay. That also crushed it in the table spin test by over a minute. This spin time on the B2, 2.5 to 3.5 minutes, is nowhere near the 4 to 5 minutes that they have advertised. And the wobble is just a little bit too much for my personal liking. So my honest opinion is it's not worth $54.99. I would not endorse this. I would not tell you to buy this for $54.99 when you can go out and buy another clone bar spinner for 10 bucks that's going to outspin it and not have as much wobble. So I'm giving a thumbs down to the B2 Bomber from Stealth Fidget Spinners. Now, if I happen to have gotten a bad sample, that's one thing. If they want to send me something else so that I can double test it, I will, put up another review. But the wobble and the spin times were just underwhelming, and overall, I can't tell my viewers to go buy this for $54. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. If you have any questions or comments about this particular spinner, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Remember to like, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe because that always helps me out. And I'll check you guys out on the next video.